Once upon a time in a faraway land, there lived an 11-year-old girl named Noor. She was known for her pure heart and helping hands. She lived with her grandmother in a small village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling lake. It was a quiet village where life was peaceful and everyone knew each other. But one day, a shadow of sadness fell over the village. They had lost something precious, and without it their lives had become gloomy and hopeless. It was then that Noor, with her unwavering belief in goodness, set out on a quest to find the missing item and bring light back into her village. You're probably wondering what this precious item was. Well, it was a magical lantern that once glowed with an otherworldly light. This wasn't just any lantern. Oh no, this lantern had the power to bring hope and life to the village during dark times. But how did they lose it? Well, that's part of the mystery, isn't it? As Noor walked through the village, she saw a wounded bird with a broken wing lying on the ground. Despite the villagers' indifference, Noor, with her inherent kindness, couldn't bear to leave the bird in pain. She gently cradled it and took it home to heal. Now, you might be thinking this is just a random act of kindness, but trust me, it's much more than that. You see, this bird wasn't ordinary either. It was a magical creature that had been sent to guide Noor on her quest. After nursing the bird back to health, it was time for it to return to its home. But before it flew away, it dropped something at Noor's feet, a glowing crystal that seemed to pulse with an inner light. Intrigued, Noor followed the bird, or what the villagers called Ray, and the crystal led her to a hidden cave. Inside the cave, resting on a pedestal, was the magical lantern. It was old and covered in dust, but when Noor touched it, it glowed to life, filling the cave with a warm, inviting light. The lantern was reawakened. Overjoyed, Noor carried the lantern back to the village and placed it in the village square. Immediately, life returned to the streets. Flowers bloomed, birds sang, and most importantly, the people's hearts were filled with joy and faith once again. The lantern's light had banished the darkness from their lives. From that day on, Noor was known throughout the land as Noor, the light bearer, a title she wore proudly, knowing that one pure heart had saved an entire village. So what's the moral of this story? Even when hope seems lost, it's never truly gone. And sometimes all it takes is the belief of a pure heart, even a child's belief, to relight the flame of hope in a dark world.